Vivian again. Today I am excited to bring you this video is because we're gonna talk about the latest fashion accessory. Yes, that is right. It's a fabric mask review. So in this pandemic time, right, whether you like it or not, we need to protect ourselves and stay safe. Okay, so I have some collections of fabric masks that I like to share with everybody. What are the differences and what types, and there are so many types out there, right? And then what does it actually do? Okay, I can't wait to share with you all my findings about the mask. Okay, and please do stay all the way to the end of the video because I'll be showing some samples of how I do the water test under the tap. All right, so without further ado, let's get started, man. Let's go. Actually, right, I am re-recording this video because I did one video yesterday. It went too long. Okay, so okay, let's stop rambling, and today I'm just gonna quickly get through it faster so that my video won't be so long. The first one that I want to talk about is the Airism mask by Uniqlo. Yes, this one. In a pack of 3, as you can see, in a pack of 3, it costs $39.90 and you get 3 masks. They only come in black and white. All right, and I bought a black color one. All right, as you can see, it says Airism in a size medium. So it comes in small, medium, and large. Okay, I think small is for people that is smaller face. I think teenagers also can fit. You can go to Uniqlo and try it out. They do have some samples there. Usually for men will be L. Okay, and so here the material is very soft. It is very soft to the face, and the cutting is also okay. So what I usually look for in mask, right, is that they have a little bit of space within the nose and the mouth there, so it is easier to breathe, and that it doesn't stick to the mouth and the nose so much, you know, especially when you need to talk while wearing a mask. So, and it is much more comfortable. So that is one thing that I'm very particular about. Okay, so I want to show you Uniqlo's design is also okay. The cutting, as you can see, all right, you see, actually you can see that when you talk or you breathe, right, with fabric mask, it tends to go in because of the breathing in and out, but it doesn't really stick to the mouth. So I'm quite satisfied with the cutting of this mask, and you can see the strap also fit me really well. It is not too loose and it is not too tight. But in case, right, some of you, all our faces are very different, right, and you find that your strap is a little bit too loose. Like my friend, he bought the thing was a bit too loose. So what I would suggest is that you buy something like this from Shopee. It is called a mask for the strap. What do you call it? Sorry, it is called the adjustable strap. So what you do is that you buy this thing. I have a hard time doing it lah. All you need to do is stick this strap in, and then you pull it inside, then it can adjust the strap, and then it will look like this. You see that? It will look like this. So you can adjust the strap. All right, so this is how it works. All right, so this thing is available at Shopee, you can see, and it doesn't cost a lot. It's very cheap only. You can get a bunch of them for like a few cents. I think I got it as a free gift, right, and I don't need to use it. So okay, so this one is the Uniqlo mask. Okay, let me just quickly read you what it does. All right, it's antibacterial, you know, they are okay, here it is. Machine washable. You can use the laundry mat, so you can put it in the washing machine, but I wouldn't recommend you guys to put it in a washing machine because all these things, right, the wear and tear is very fast when it goes into the washing machine. Just hand wash it in the sink, okay, under the sink. Cool to touch fabric, smooth to touch, blocks 99% of the bacteria and pollen, and it is a UV cut UPF 50. Okay, so as you can see, masks do not prevent infection. So it does say here, right, okay, that it doesn't prevent, it's not a actually all fabric masks are not those medical masks. Okay, so you do have to know that fabric mask is a little bit different. But of course, when we have filter inside, it helps. Okay, so what it does, that does it have a filter inside? So it doesn't really state clearly if it has a filter inside. It seems like a yes, it seems like a no. So what happened is that I actually did the filter test, which is I always like to put the mask under the running tap, and you can see if the water, if it holds the water inside, that means that there is a filter inside. If the water seeps through, means there is no filter. You want to buy fabric mask, right, to ensure that none of the water can go through the mask, means there is a layer inside that is protecting this whole why do we need a filter? Because it's protecting that the saliva, you know, that kind of virus and bacteria that we are trying to prevent right now, which is the COVID-19, right? So that is why we need this filter. It is entirely different from a haze. Okay, haze is from breathing, this one is from the saliva. All right, so I did a test, the video should show up, all right, and you can see. So this is the Airism Uniqlo one. Okay, so I would say that it is very tidy to buy because it is $39.90 for 3. And okay, so here is the thing. So there is 3 inside, right? And you have to change each one of them after 20 washes. All right, it states here after 20 washes you do have to throw it away. Okay, and okay, the reason why is, right, is because the filter inside will deteriorate. So every mask that has an inbuilt filter will deteriorate because the filter will deteriorate. I mean, as simple as that. So this is something that you have to remember, okay? But I think this is very good for anybody that is on the go, especially the guys, right? Because it is very soft. It's very good for, it says here, good for sensitive skin as well. It is soft, it doesn't have smell like those disposable masks. I personally don't like disposable masks because I find them very harsh, and then they have like kind of a funny smell. But if you do have to buy, you prefer the disposable mask, I would say I would recommend the Medicost one. It doesn't really have that smell, but still it is quite soft, but still cannot compare to the fabric mask, which is like so soft, right? So yeah, so this one $39.90 for 3. So I think it's great for the guys if you want to try out a fabric mask. Okay, and then when you're done, you can just throw it away, and then you can just start your other one. All right, okay, moving on. The next one that I found online, right, which I absolutely love this one also. Okay, it is from Korea. Okay, it is shipped from Korea directly. Okay, it is this awesome mask that I love so much. Okay, if you have seen some of my photos I've posted earlier, I've been wearing this. It is a special type of fabric as well. Okay, it comes in 2 sizes, S and an M. So for guys it's also L, for ladies M. Okay, and okay, the instructions here are all in Korean, but I do have a English version here. I will share it with everybody. That okay, first of all, right, this is how the mask look like. Okay, so I have 2. So this is gray color. Okay, and this mask is something I think I can wear all day long because I can barely feel that it is there. And then the fabric is so thin and so cooling. It's really cooling. Okay, and I believe that you can actually wear this to the gym or running and all that, because I can barely feel it is there. I mean, I think I even sound the same with or without the mask right now, right? So you see, it's just same thing. It has that, it's called a 3D cutting. I just learned this space inside, 3D cutting. Okay, so this one, okay, let me tell you, and then you see it is great, right? Especially again for the guys, it is so soft. You can see it is so soft, right? The material, the whole entire thing, even up to the straps, okay, it's made out of the same material, so it's very cooling. Okay, it's called the safety shield. All right, and when you go out and you want to eat that time, right, you can just fold it and you put it in your pocket. No problem at all, you know. You put it in your Ziploc bag, you put it in your pocket, so small only. And then when you take it out, the mask is perfectly fine. You have no funny thing going on. And you know, the perk of this mask, right, is that you don't have to wash it every day. You can wash it, you use it twice, 2 days once you need to wash. All right, so it says it here, you don't need to wash every day, just your 2 usage, then only you need to wash it. All right, so this one is white color. Okay, what it does is, it's actually not, it's called blue, because the lines are the ones that comes in different color. This is white with blue, they call it blue color. So the lines are blue. I think they have different types of colors on the lines. All right, mine looks black, but it's actually gray. So the black one looks like this, which is the lines are in black. All right, so the whole thing looks like black. Okay, so I'm going to read to you what are the special thing. Okay, so it's called obviously this one already have a filter. Okay, it's a cloth filter, pile yarn filter, silver and copper yarn asking fabric. Okay, antibacterial, odor preventing. Okay, so that's why you don't have to wash it daily. You can wash it like after 2 days. It will not grow bacteria and all that because of the fabric. Okay, so yeah, so you the whole thing about mask, right, now that we need to wear it, is that you have to ensure that it protects the anti-droplet. Okay, so which is like, you know, the saliva, the kind of things, right, that doesn't go through the mask. That is the most important thing. 3-layer protection mask. All right, so this one is definitely one of my favorite. Okay, the not so good about this mask is that I feel that the straps here can get a little bit loose. Okay, as you hang it that time. So I try to wash and not hang it by the ear and just hang it here, because I think it can okay, by the way, this mask can last you 2 months. So you can just wear this for 2 months and then you can just throw it away. Do a marking in your phone calendar, so when it beeps, you know it's time to throw this away. Again, I would highly recommend this to guys as well, as it is a hassle-free kind of mask. It is a 3D cut. It has that space that I like. So this is a check mark for me in every aspect, because the first thing is it's got to have this space here. Okay, so the comfort is definitely there. The material is super thin, and you can just remove it, put it in your handbag pocket. It's like so small. Come on, hello. It is so small. All right, so this one is definitely one of my favorite right now. I mean, the design is also pretty cool. I mean, it looks really yao ying, right? I mean, like, it's pretty cool. I think the black one looks pretty cool. I show you the white one. Okay, the white one, you might see that this might look a little bit funny, but actually it's okay. Then you get used to it. It's no problem at all. Yeah, so you can see the shape here a little bit more, right? I think the white one, you might think it looks funny, but actually if you take black and gray, it doesn't really look. I didn't even notice it until she wore it on camera. You can see that space there, but the gray and black, you can't see anything. It's just that you see the downside, that I find that after I wore, because I bought the black one, the gray one first, so I find that it's gotten a little bit loose. I don't have that problem with the white one, but I have a little bit my gray mask start to fall as I talk or when I go. You see, I think it's because when I wash it, I was hanging this thing from the hoop, so I think it's gotten a little bit loose. So when I talk, it will fall down a little bit, as you can see. But yeah, other than that, don't hang it by the ears. So this is the only down part, but I guess when it get loose, I can get me one of use this to tighten it back. All right, and it can last you for 2 months, and it costs RM27. So if you are interested, do PM me or comment below, and I'll share with you the seller that is selling this Korean mask, directly shipped from Korea. All right, so this one is done. Moving along, here is my favorite mask, which is the fashion mask. Different types of fabric, and then you can insert your own filter. Okay, so Yeah, Alian is very lovely. I like to have different types of designs in the mask, since now we have to wear the mask daily, especially when we go out. So you kind of want it to match your clothes, you know, what you're wearing for the day and all that. So this one, okay, is a seller that I found online called L&N Robbins. All right, so she does all these homemade masks, and she has a lot of pretty fabrics, and she makes them herself. All right, so if you need to know, okay, do PM me or ask me or comment below, and I'll share her contact with you. Okay, so let's talk about this mask first. All right, so this mask, right, which is a fabric mask, so I've also requested her for her to sew the 3D design, which is have that here, as you can see, is deep. How you know, right, is that you know that it is deep, right, this kind of design, so that there is space here, is very comfortable, and there is a slot here for you to put the what do you call the filter. All right, so let's talk a little bit about filter first. All right, so there is two types of filter. I think most of the filter that people are familiar with, you can buy it at Shopee, which is the 2.5. all right, what is called 2.5? This is called the 2.5 filter. All right, so this filter is it is a bit thick. All right, and the downside to this filter is that it's a little bit hard to breathe when you put it inside here. Okay, and this filter can wear for 7 days. Okay, it is recommended to throw away after 7 days. Okay, and you can't wash it. All you need to do is when you come home, you wash the fabric, and then you take this out and you put it aside, and you wear it for 7 days. The next day you take another fabric mask and you put it in, and then you wash the fabric, and then you take this out for 7 days, and then you only throw it away. But I don't really like to use this filter because it's very hard, and I find it very thick. It is just not very nice to use, like, if you ask me. Okay, so I don't really like to use this filter. So while using, I did use it for a while, because I mean, like, I didn't know anything else, so I tried to search in Shopee for other stuff, other filters, and I did find another filter. Okay, so see, I put it in, and it's very hard. It just doesn't go together with the fabric. It's very hard. As you can see, it's very stiff. All right, so I found another type of filter which I love. All right, so this filter is called the disposable filter. So if you're wondering, right, why the filter is like so small, it's because it is just supposed to be here to block your mouth and nose. So when you put it inside, it looks like this. It blocks your mouth and your nose, which is the only area that needs to be blocked and to be protected. All right, so that you know why the filter is in that shape and it's not long. And okay, the disposable ones I love. Okay, this is the disposable one. As you can see, it's like the same shape. All right, so it is, as you can see, it is very thin. Okay, and all you need to do is same thing. You put it inside, and then when you come back, right, as you can see, it's so thin, so it is very comfortable. I don't even feel that the filter is there, and it does the job, which is protect you. All right, and then when you come back home, right, you take this out, and then you just throw it away. You throw it away, and then you just hand wash this in the sink with a little bit of Dettol. And what I do is that I use the hand wash, and then I drop a drop of Dettol, and then I just wash it, you know, rub it a little bit, and then you hang dry. Okay, you can hang it, but don't hang it directly under the sun, right, because the colors will fade and all. Yeah, or you can just hang it in your toilet and let it air dry. All right, so the important thing is you must wash it with soap, and if can, a little bit of antibacterial detergent. All right, or Dettol or anything. Right, so this is one of my favorite masks, which I bought quite a few of them. So I have this, the Japanese fan, as you can see. All right, so what it does, you see, I have the space here. It is nicely all the way covered up to your chin. Okay, it comes with an adjustable strap. So as you can see, if I want it to be tighter, I can adjust it to be tighter, right? And if it's gotten loose, let's say when in time comes, right, oh, the elastic has gotten loose, I can tighten it. And now I want to wear it slightly looser, I can, but I still have because the cutting is very good, I still have all the protection that I need, which is covered here. You see, all nicely. I can adjust it a little bit loose, a little bit tight, so it doesn't stress my ear, it doesn't pull on my ear like this. I can adjust the strap. So this has become my favorite. Thanks, Elena. Okay, I love the mask. So she has a lot of different types. So this is the daisy. I love the daisy also. You can match with your light color clothes or any other color clothes. Okay, so I also have this. Oh, this is so pretty. This one looks good with everything. I love this. Okay, and then there's also this. Oh yeah, it's like forever going. It's stop. And I bought even more. So this is why it's my favorite. Okay, another thing is that why I bought a lot of the fabric masks. So I have different types, and I know there is a lot more out there. I think most of the sports brand has their version of mask, but I'm here based on the mask that I have tried, I have used, and my findings. Okay, so that I feel that the fabric mask are the ones that actually gives the most value. Okay, why? It's because that fabric doesn't deteriorate, or at least unless you do something to it or you wash it until it's like the lifespan of a fabric is much longer. And because you're inserting your own filter here, so I just keep on changing the filter. So all I need to do is I spend on the filter only, and the filters are really cheap. So I like the disposable filter so much, I went to buy a pack of 100. all right, yeah, it's like, I think a pack of 100 cost me, I don't know, 25, 18 or 15 bucks. It's very cheap. Okay, and every day you just put it in and take it out and just wash the thing. So I find that this has the most value for me. That's why I bought a lot. And then at the same time I get different types of designs. Okay, and I don't have to throw them away unless that it is torn or the colors are not nice anymore. Even though the colors are not nice anymore, right, it still can be used if it's not torn. Okay, it's just that maybe the colors is faded, that's all. Alright, versus mask that is like this, you need to throw this away in 20 washes, and this one in 2 months. Okay, so these are the pros and cons of the mask. Okay, so fabric mask to me has the longest lifespan. Alright, so that is my verdict. So moving along, yes, let's talk about kids mask. Okay, so I've mentioned before in my previous video that my 10-year-old daughter loves the Vietnamese mask. Okay, so this is the Vietnamese mask. Alright, so it also has a inbuilt filter. As my findings, right, is that previously the Vietnamese mask was my favorite. If you remember, I showcased this mask, which is my favorite. And because it has an inbuilt filter, the filter has deteriorated. So previously I've done a water test that you can see that the water was inside. Now the water has seeped through. You will see later in the video that the water has seeped through already, versus my earlier video, which is the water was inside. So meaning that the filter has deteriorated, because this is definitely more than 3 months. Okay, so take note of that if you have the Vietnamese mask. Alright, so I'm so sad because I love this design so much, and I can't use this mask anymore. I guess if you are those that is handy with the sewing machine, you can take it out and change the filter, I suppose, but that's not gonna happen with me. So this is just gonna be a memory. Alright, so same thing as the one for kids, any Vietnamese mask. Actually, any inbuilt filter mask will have a lifespan because of the filter that is that will deteriorate inside. Okay, so that's just the way it is. Okay, the filter is just something that will deteriorate lah. Okay, so people, you must know. All right, that's why it is like that. So nonetheless, I managed to buy another one, which is, I absolutely love this design. Yeah, so it's the same thing, and then this material is very thin, and yeah, the thing will deteriorate. So I can only wear this for a certain amount of time. Alright, so for the kids, I also found one. I have an 8-year-old, and then she has this, her face is really small, okay, and she's quite petite size, and it was quite a hard time for me to find a mask that actually suits her well because it keep on dropping. Alright, so I came across this seller as well on Facebook, and this brand called Ulti Fresh, and I think they are from Singapore. Alright, I think you can find it also in Shopee or any Facebook, if you know any Facebook people selling it. It's called Ulti Fresh, alright, from Singapore. Same thing, they have a slot here. You can see I already put in a filter. Alright, the disposable filter, and it has an adjustable strap, so it is really suitable and convenient for children. Alright, so this one, and it comes in really nice designs as well, and I bought this one unicorn, and you can see, right, the material is so soft. Okay, my daughter can wear this all day long, no problem, but same thing, it doesn't have the 3D design, so you can see that it always touches her nose when she breathes. So there is one thing that she complains is that she always feels that when she wears mask, she cannot breathe. Versus my 10-year-old, when she wears the Vietnamese mask, she can wear this literally the whole day and without any complaints, because she doesn't have the cloth that sucks into her nose or her mouth when she talks and when she breathes, okay? Versus this type, which is the non-3D, when she talks or when she breathes, it actually like sucks in. Okay, so yeah, maybe I'll get somebody to sew. Yeah, Elena, maybe you can help me sew. Alright, yeah, so this one, Ulti Fresh, they do have it for adults as well, but only in solid colors, in plain colors. So if you just those like guys just want to have black, orange, blue, green, white, they do have it. Shopee has it, some Facebook group are selling it. So this one is the material is good. I assure you the material is good. And for mask, right, that is actually it's a pocket for filter, is actually very versatile, because if you want to have a really nice comfortable mask, please ensure that the mask material is cotton. Okay, this one I bought the material myself, and I asked my friend to help me sew. She's a designer, and she helped me sew this little mask for my little one, and it follows the design that I bought for her, that suits her really well. And the same thing, it has a lifespan because it's an inbuilt filter, and same thing, I didn't know at that time, so I asked my friend to sew the filter inside. So meaning, right, this mask I will also have to throw once the filter has deteriorated. Yeah, so that's why I found out that the filter will deteriorate as you keep on using the mask. Alright, so it has a lifespan to it. So versus those that you can actually put your own filter in, right, you can actually keep on using this so much more longer. Alright, but of course, versus this type of mask or the Uniqlo type of mask, or the Vietnamese mask, right, you have to have the filter. So maybe not so much for the guys, because the guys might find it a hassle. Oh, I have to buy filter, I have to do this, do that lah. You know, 好鬼麻煩啊, right? So for the guys, I would not recommend this unless you don't mind, then no problem if you don't mind. But if you mind, I would say something like this, or the Uniqlo ones. The Vietnamese mask ones are good, but it goes a little bit thick now, maybe because of the weather. This one I bought, I managed to find a thinner one. I think because of the weather, because Vietnam has a slightly cooling weather, so maybe like this one is the flower one is very thick, okay, and when you talk it's very muffled. Versus this one is definitely a slim type. I think I bought a black one for my friend, it's also slimmer. It's also like this kind of material. So that is how it is. And so bear in mind, so when you want to buy a mask, be it from online, Shopee, Lazada, or some groups like Facebook, okay, that you find, do ask them what is the material of the fabric, okay? So better make sure that it is 100% cotton is actually one of the best, because it is breathable, and then when you slot in your filters, then you wouldn't have a problem. Then the mask will be as thin as possible, but with protection. All right, because I have a friend that bought some of these type of fabric masks that it has designed, and the fabric was very thick, so she actually find that it was very muffled and the fabric was very thick. So this fabric I like a lot from L & Robins is because the fabric is thin, and then when you put in like this thin disposable filter, right, it doesn't change anything at all, and you have this extra protection. So I would say that this is one of my favorites because of that, and I can order a lot of designs, I can play a lot with it, and have just different types. Okay, so if any of you has actually tried different types of masks that you want to recommend to me, we can discuss about it, because I know there are many more different types of masks that's outside. So do let me know or comment below. So I hope you guys enjoy this review. I'm trying to make it really fast. I know I sound like a little bit rushing, but because there's a lot of things that I need to cover, I hope you enjoy the review, and please stay tuned for all the water tests that is coming up. See you next time in the next review. Bye!